Hi, I'm Joyce. I'm the Energy Lady. Today I'm going to talk to you about the energy of fear. Why would I choose that topic? Well, probably because the majority of the people who come to see me for one-on-one sessions, they're dealing with fear. I hear it all the time. It's not just this day and age, and there is a lot of fear on the planet right now. But they're afraid of all kinds of things. Let's say afraid of getting sick, afraid of never getting married, afraid of never being able to have children, afraid of getting lost, afraid of being alone, afraid of never having a friend, afraid of moving, afraid of losing their job, afraid of their health not being good, afraid of never feeling better, afraid of never healing. I could go on, okay? But there is an energy to fear that can be contagious. When you're around somebody who's really afraid, do you start to feel a little fear? When people are talking about fearful things, do you start to fear a little bit? If you watch the news and you hear all the scary things going on the planet, do you get a little bit afraid? I don't watch the news. I don't want to feel afraid. But the power of fear being contagious is that people feel what you're feeling because they don't know how not to. Or you may be feeling what someone else is feeling because you don't know how not to. Okay? I'm going to teach you something. One of the first things that you do when you get afraid is you sometimes hold your breath. You gasp, okay? Or you might hunch, which means you're also not breathing, okay? So stopping breathing when you get afraid is a very common thing. So the first thing when you feel afraid about anything is take a deep breath. Just stop for that moment and take a deep breath. Maybe I nearly saw an accident the other day on the freeway. We were all going 70 miles an hour and a guy pulled over and into the lane right in front of me, right next to the car, and that car honked and he swerved and moved to get out of his way. I think he probably felt really afraid. That was probably a big adrenaline rush. I felt afraid being right behind him. So first thing I did is breathe. And then I did what I've taught in some of my videos is I cut the cords, okay? Right here in your solar plexus, you have cords. Cut them like this. Cut the cords because you don't want to continue to feel that way. And that's one way of stopping that fear from growing and getting bigger and deeper and passing it on. I like to keep my energy clean so that I'm not passing on energy to others that's a negative energy or a fearful energy or an energy that might be uncomfortable for someone else. So by keeping my energy field clean, then I feel like I'm helping the planet, kind of like picking up the garbage, okay? So remember, if you get really afraid, take in a deep breath, cut the cords, okay? Another thing, oftentimes whenever you get really afraid, is that you want to talk to somebody about it. And you just want to verbalize it. Let somebody please listen to me tell you this terrible thing I'm afraid of. When you do that, you might feel like you just dumped on that person. And they might just feel dumped on. And I'm not telling you not to talk to somebody. But what I am telling you is before you share with someone your fear, cut the cords, breathe, and even ground yourself. Because oftentimes when we get really afraid, we step out. We're not grounded in our feet, in our bodies, because that's scary and I don't want to be here. Grounding, left 2 fingers under the nose, right hand behind the neck, and breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And do that 3 times. When you feel afraid, before you go share your fear with someone, cut the cords, ground yourself, breathe, so that when you're sharing with them, you're not just dumping on them. You're sharing because you want someone to hear, look what just happened. I almost got in a car accident, or somebody just called me and they're super sick. Somebody else called me and their house got broke into, or my house got broke into, whatever it might be you want to share, it's okay to share. You want someone. We humans are on this planet to help each other. So I'm not telling you not to share. What I'm saying is before you share, though, breathe, cut the cords, and ground so that you're in your body and you're sharing from a place that's not exasperated. Okay? It's that exasperation that's contagious, that's catchy. A cute story to share. My niece was here. She has 2 little boys, 2 and 4, and her little boys 2 had a cough. She was giving him some cough medicine before bed. And the little 4-year-old said, "What is that?" She said, "It's cough medicine. He has a cough." He says, "Well, I need some of that." She said, "No, you don't have a cough." He goes, "Yeah, I do." And I share that because I think that's kind of what people experience. When you share with somebody a scary experience and you are exasperated with it, they're going to feel that exasperation. Okay? But if you share with them from a grounded place, like, I just need to share with you what I just experienced because I need someone to just hear me, then you're sharing it from that place as opposed to from an exasperation. Okay? Fear is oftentimes fear of something that's not happened. Okay? Some of those fears that I shared with you at the beginning of the video are fears of things that haven't even taken place yet. What we have right now is this day, this moment, this time. Right this moment. This is what we have. If we are filling our energy field and our bodies with fear of what could be or what hasn't happened yet but might, then that's not doing you a whole lot of good. That fear in your energy field that you've created around things that haven't happened yet, haven't even come to pass, that fear will eventually set into your body and you won't feel very good. And so if you can, when you have those fear thoughts about what has not happened, what is yet to be, what could be, what might happen, which is a really big high probability, then before you go too far with that fear, cut the cords to the fear. Okay? Breathe. Honest to goodness, one of the greatest tools I have in the energy work that I do is an anxiety protocol to help people overcome the anxiety they experience. And fear shows up as anxiety. So when I'm able to do what I call an anxiety protocol energy cleanse, you don't even know what that is, but that is something I do with clients, and that is something I teach in my classes. What happens when I do that? Every single time the person says, "I'm peaceful, I'm calm, I feel much better." So if that's something you're looking for, you may want to message me and talk to me about how to learn how to do this for yourself, because it is the best tool I've ever had. I can be in the middle of an anxiety attack and do an anxiety energy cleanse of myself, and halfway through I feel calmer and better. It's pretty remarkable. So if you're getting caught up in fear, fear of money, you look at your checking account, fear of being homeless, fear of not having their next meal, a lot of things to be afraid of out there. But if you stay with this moment and this time and cut the cords to that fear right now, ground yourself, breathe, that will help. Okay? But if you need to know more about that and how to actually do a cleanse on yourself that will help that energy, then let me know and message me, because I would be more than happy to talk to you about how that can be something that you could do on a regular basis. So with that, try those 3 little tools and tips, because fear is contagious and people are catching it from each other, just like a flu. And if you would like to help the humans on this planet, which is what I'm here for too, if I can help more humans on this planet to have a more peaceful way of being and a life, then I'm happy. And so please message me if you have questions about that. Have a very peaceful day.